Welcome to the 100th video on the Artorvian channel and the first video of what will hopefully be my forever world. In the background you will see me collecting resources during the first few days on this brand new survival world, and in this first episode I am going to be making my starter house. The aim for this series is to create a selection of towns, cities, castles and villages dotted all around the world, connected by paths, roads, bridges and rivers. This is a vanilla survival world, however I will be using 3 mods that don't affect gameplay and some data packs, but all the info you should need will be in the description below. If there's anything down there that needs including, just let me know. Before I get started, in every single episode of this series I will be answering one question from one of my viewers. Just type hashtag question of the day or QOTD before your question in the comments, or join my Discord and ask it there. If I don't answer it, I may be saving it for a questions and answers episode, which will happen every 25 episodes that end in a 5, for example episode 25, episode 75 and episode 125. But anyway, with all of that information out of the way, let's just get into it. Now, I kind of got a bit carried away and started work on the house. Now, I've only really got the foundations down. You can sort of see what I'm planning with it, but I'm pretty happy with the layouts now. This is sort of off the top of my head. I'm just pretty much just putting in a fairly large foundation, so this is 9 blocks by 11 I think, and it's 4 blocks high. And I've also got a few extensions on the side, like this little shed bit and this staircase here, nothing too much, and we've also got some pillars on the side. These are probably going to be flower boxes, and there are probably going to be some windows here, here, and the same on the other side there and there. Now, I think the main palette for this is just going to be wood, because other than the stone here, I just don't have that many resources, since obviously it's just the first handful of days. So I'm probably just going to do a wooden house. Perhaps in the future I'll come back and change up the blocks a bit, but for now I think I'll go with maybe birch walls. I do quite like the birch palette. I did it in my territories a lot, and I think I'll combine it with like a spruce wood roof and then a dark oak trim. I think that's what I'll go for. And there we have it, a semi-complete starter house. Now I say semi because there's some texture variation and details I want to add to the roof, and the same with the base of it. But for the most part it is done. I do want to add some dormers and a chimney, but other than that, yeah, I'm really happy with how this has turned out. And before I go inside, now, honestly, you haven't heard this incorrectly. I have done an interior. I know. I never do interiors. I mean, it's not really complete. There are a few things that I need doing, but I've got an interior here. But there's a bit of a lighting issue. With shaders, it doesn't look too good, but without shaders, the natural lighting is really nice, in my opinion. But we've got a nice little table here. We've got some item frames with pressure plates as plates, but the villagers in this house, they've just decided to move in on their own accord. They just step on these plates and ruin it, and the same with this one here. I've got a bed up here, that's where I will be sleeping, and down here is where the storage systems are going to be. So I've got just these chests here filled with all kinds of storage, and yes, now I'm just going to get into the comment question of the day. Now this is where I will do them, so let's sit down in the chair, and this one is by Lapis or Real, and it comes from my Discord server, and it says, when did you start playing Minecraft, and what or who got you into Minecraft? Well, basically, it was primary school, so that's I'm not sure what the equivalent is in the US, but that's basically between when you're 5 or 6 years old to when you're 12 years old. And more specifically, it was about 6 or 7 years ago, so 2013 or 2014. I think the exact date was December the 26th, maybe, 2014, but I may be wrong. No, 2013, sorry, I may be wrong. But that's somewhere in the middle, I think, of the 1.7 release. So it was a fair while ago. And yes, it was from school. So one of my teachers, he actually let us play Minecraft at school. And I also had a group of friends who like just stood by the gate on some lunchtimes and just spoke about Minecraft. I had no idea what an Enderman or a Creeper was back then, but I laughed whenever they said they exploded anyway. But one day I just decided I'm going to ask for that for my Christmas present or something, and now we're here. So yeah, 100 Minecraft episodes, all from 6 years ago. Anyway, I think I should end it off here. Now my plans for next episode are to build a barn, so I'm probably going to have those 2 mini mob farm things for leather and meat and things, just so I can get a bit of a better food supply than bread. I got all of this from the hay bales in this village. I also got some iron armor from a village that was actually just over that mountain there, which is amazing to see how two villages can be so close. But yeah, I'm also planning on starting the mine next episode, because obviously we will need some redstone for those farms, and I do need to get some iron as well for my tools. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please, as usual, leave any suggestions for this series, any questions or anything like that, and don't forget to check out the description if you want to see things like what shaders I use and things like that. So yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.